Hey friends, what's going on? Today I have a really interesting comparison here for you. We're gonna take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and we're gonna take a look at the new phablet from Boost Mobile. This is the ZTE Max. They also call it Boost Max. So let's go ahead and start with the specs of the Boost Max, and we'll recap some of the specs for the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So as far as operating system, Boost Max comes with a 4.1.2 versus 4.3 on the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. As far as the screen size, both have the same screen size, 5.7-inch diagonal screen size. As far as the resolution, we see 1080p on the Note 3, 720p on the Boost Max. As far as PPI or pixel density on the Boost Max, we have 258 PPI. On the Note 3, we have way more than that. I believe it's about 340 or 350 PPI. So that's more pixel density on the Note 2. I'm sorry, Note 3. As far as the camera, rear camera, 8 megapixel on the Max, 13 megapixel on the Note 3. Both phones can shoot 1080p. However, on the Note 3, we can shoot up to 4K resolution, which is 4 times 1080p. Front-facing cameras on both. On the Note 3, we can shoot also 1080p with the front-facing camera. And as far as the processors, we're looking at a dual-core processor, 1.2 GHz Adreno 305 on the Max. On the Note 3, we're looking at a quad-core processor, 2.3 GHz. RAM memory, it's 1 GB on the Max, 3 GB on the Note 3. As far as internal storage, Note 3 comes with 32 GB and it supports up to 64 GB of SD card. On the Max, it comes with 8, but it will support up to 64 GB of SD card. And finally, as far as the battery, on the Note 3, we have a removable battery, 3200 milliamp. On the Max, it's not removable, and the battery size is the same than the Note 3. Now, the reason of this comparison, it's not to determine which phone is faster or better. We all know that the Note 3, it's way better phone with everything, the specs, everything, than this Boost Max phone. The reason of this video, guys, is just basically to show you that this phone is actually pretty good. If you don't want a contract, if you want a big phone, if you want a phone that offers really good performance for the price, and you don't want a contract, this is a phone to go with right now. I will say this is probably the biggest phone available right now for prepaid services. So let's go ahead and start with a quadrant test and compare the results. Now on the Note 3, we have the phone running in the high performance mode. So as you guys can see, it's flying like super fast. I believe the score on the quadrant on the Note 3, it's over 35,000 points. Alright guys, so we have the results already for the Note 3 as expected. You know, it was gonna finish earlier. Let's go ahead and take a look at the score in the meantime while we're waiting for the Boost Max. Well, the Boost Max already finished. So anyways, on the Note 3, I'm expecting over 34,000. So let's see. Okay, so it was 22,288 points. I've seen this phone scoring over 34,000 points. So, but anyway, so 22,288. Right here on the Boost Max, we have a 4,903 points. So, you know, big difference. But again, you know, we're not trying to compare performance. So that's just to give you guys an idea. However, with the 4,900 points on the Droid boost, the max boost, it's still a pretty good phone. So let's go ahead and open different applications just to test the performance. And here's a quick look at Facebook. And let's see if we can do a zoom in and zoom out here. Let's see if we can open this picture. So as you guys can see, zoom in and zoom out, it's actually pretty fast, very responsive on the Boost Max. So that's a look at Facebook, zoom in and zoom out. Let's go ahead and take a look at Google Chrome. Let's go ahead and open CNN. Now the Boost Max is connected to a Wi-Fi. We're using the 4G connectivity right now from Verizon on the Note 3. Let's try to open one more page, and let's try Yahoo. So as you guys can see, the Boost Max opened the pages pretty good, pretty fast. So that was a quick look there at the browser. Let's go ahead and take a look at the camera interface. So like I said, on the Boost Max, we have a 8 megapixel rear camera with flash. The phone also comes with a dedicated camera button right here. We don't have that on the Note 3. So here's when you lock the phone is locked and you're gonna unlock the phone, you can access to the camera by pressing right here. And here's the interface of the camera. It actually looks pretty good. We can zoom in here. We can also do it with a volume rocker. It's pretty fast actually with a volume rocker. It takes the pictures pretty quick. And here's a quick preview of the pictures. Right here we can switch between video and pictures. Here's a quick access to the settings, and as you guys can see, video quality, it's up to 1080. And we get here different settings for the video camera. Also filters right here for the video. And same thing for the camera. We get more filters right here. So the camera seems to be pretty good. Here's in comparison the interface on the Note 3. It's actually kind of similar when it comes to the buttons. It's pretty close. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 has one of the best cameras. It has so many different options, as you guys can see right here, different filters. So let's go ahead and take a look at some samples here with the rear camera and video. Alright, so we have right here sample picture taken with the rear camera. Looks pretty good. Here's a sample video in 1080p. Hey everybody, this is a sample video here in 1080p using the Boost Max, the new 5.7-inch smartphone with the Boost Mobile prepaid. Alright, so that was a video sample Here's a picture taken inside. So as you guys can see, the colors are pretty nice, and it does pretty good when it comes to taking pictures. And just to give you guys an idea, here are a couple of pictures with the Note 3. This picture was actually taken with a front-facing camera. And look at the quality, the detail in this picture. This is with the rear camera in 13 megapixel. This is also in 13 megapixel with the rear camera. So that was just to give you guys an idea. Obviously the camera on the Note 3 it's gonna be better, but the camera on the Boost Max it's actually not bad at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at something else now. Alright, so we have the maps and navigation here, and let's see if we can do a search. And let's actually do voice search. Miami, Florida.
Head east on Comstock Avenue towards South 35th Street.
So as you guys can see, it looks like the Note 3 opened the directions and navigation and all that a little bit faster. Here, zoom in and zoom out of the maps. As you guys can see, there's no delay or anything like that with the Boost Max. So that's as far as the navigation. Let's go ahead and test here Google search with the voice. What's the population of China?
The population of China was 1.351 billion in 2012.
What's the population of Russia?
The population of Russia was 143.5 million in 2012.
Alright, there you guys have it. A lot of people in China. Here's a quick look at the dialer interface on the Boost Max. And I'm using a different dialer here on the Note 3. I don't know if I can maybe dial some number here. This phone is not activated.
Error number 16. Switch 383.
Just to give you guys the idea. And here's a look at the app drawer. We get right here apps and widgets. And basically, in order to add an app to the or a widget to the screen, we're basically gonna go here, select either apps or widgets, hard press the application, and drag it to whatever screen we want to. So let's put this phone to the biggest test of this review, and we're gonna play this game Nova 3, which is a really high graphic game. Not every phone is able to play this game, so let's go ahead and see if we can do it. Alright guys, so here's a game Nova 3, and we're gonna start with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Alright, that was the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Let's go ahead and try now the Boost Max. Alright, so as you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, there was a little bit of lag and delay with the Boost Max. However, nothing significant that would affect playing that game. Alright guys, we're gonna take a look at a 1080p video here from YouTube, and also you guys are gonna hear the audio from the speaker on both phones. Alright, so that was audio from the speaker from both phones and a video in 1080p from YouTube. Alright guys, so that's all I have for right now. I just want to give you a quick 360 here of this Boost Max phone. So here on this side we have the access to the micro SD card. They include in the box this little tool to get access to the micro SD card right there. Here we have the volume rocker. Down here we have the 2.0 USB port. Here at the bottom we have a microphone. On the other side we have a dedicated button for the camera, and right here we have the power button. On top we have access to a 3.5mm audio jack. Here on the back we get access to the 8 megapixel rear camera with flash. Down here we see the speaker grill, and this part is removable here to get access to the SIM card. As I mentioned it before, the back or the internal of the phone is not accessible, so the battery is not removable. And as you guys can see, as far as the look, the phone offers this aluminum brush matte color here with this dark gray color right here on top and at the bottom. As far as the feeling in the hand, the phone feels really nice in the hand. It doesn't feel thick, it doesn't feel that big, it just feels comfortable. And as you guys can see, the resolution of the screen, it's super nice for being a 720p display. So I think this is actually a pretty good phone that offers a really nice performance. Again, if you're looking for a prepaid service, this is probably gonna be the best phone available right now for prepaid. And just to give you guys an idea in terms of the size, here's one of the biggest phones available, the HTC One Max, 5.9-inch screen size. So they're about the same size. The Max is just a little bit taller. And right here next to the Note 3, the Boost Max is just a little bit taller than the Note 3. So guys, that's all I have for right now. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more. We will see you later.